With inflation and consumer prices rising to levels not seen in decades, some of you close to retirement who are maybe already on a fixed income may be concerned that this will affect your quality of life in the future. Here to give us some ideas on how we can ease the pain is Ken Grant with Waterstone Private Wealth Management. And Ken, good morning. And well, you're talking about how busy you all are right now.
Yes, absolutely. I was making the reference, on bad weather days, the meteorologists are the most busy. Well, in bad markets, financial advisors get the most questions, and it's rightly so. People are worried. Prices are increasing, and it does make our ordinary life a little more expensive, which then causes some concern for people.
If we're talking about the grocery bill, the bill items, I mean, food up 10%, energy, that includes electricity, natural gas up 30%. If I'm retiring in 1 to 5 years, or I want to retire in 1 to 5 years, and I thought I had enough money saved, what are you telling those folks who are getting really close?
Well, first and foremost, you always have to pay your bills. And so what we also tell people is ask them, which bill do you want to pay first? And most people would rather pay themselves first. And that's what building a savings is. It's just harder to do when the cost of living is going up. So be very conscious of what it is you're spending your money on, and then make value decisions. Do I really need that latte, mocha, frappa thing every morning?
Yeah.
Or do I want to save an extra $100, $150 a month? Towards my value of retiring soon, if you are ready to retire. So it's make a very conscious choice about what you're spending your money on. Save every bit that you can, because that is going to be your emergency blanket to help you in these kind of bad weather market times.
Keeping track of everything, even those $5 a day mocha frappalapas, it makes a difference.
Yes.
You put together this great graphic of information. Let's just go right through it. First of all, emergency savings. What are some guidelines when we're doing emergency savings?
Well, you're always going to want typically to have 2 to 3 months worth of your expenses, saved at the bank as cash, ready to move. Why? Stuff happens. Something happens with roof, all 4 tires come off the car, you need money. Well, that's where you would grab it. In tough times, you might want to extend that to be maybe 2 to 6 months worth sitting there. Why? The only person that's going to help you is you, and that's where you do it, is out of your emergency savings. If you have to dip into the second kind of savings, which is retirement, then that's going to be painful because you're paying income tax, and if you're not 59 and a half, you'll be paying a 10% penalty on top.
You can't just withdraw it with those accounts.
You can't just pull it out of that. So you want to have 3 different kinds: emergency at the bank, retirement savings that you're building somewhere, and then non-retirement savings for the big things, the hopes and dreams. One day I would like to retire early. I don't want to work till 59 and a half. You need non-retirement savings. I want to take the family on a vacation. You need non-retirement savings. I want a bigger house. You're going to need non-retirement savings. So you need that in all 3 areas.
The retirement savings account, and that's great advice, Ken. I wanted to drill down specifically on the retirement accounts and the types that you can get and what's available. 401k, 403b, 457, traditional IRA, then Roth IRA. So who can do each of these?
Woo, yeah. You just
alphabet soup.
Alphabet soup. The IRS code is what makes the difference in those. And those first 3, 401k, 403b, and 457 are the exact same thing, just depending on where you work. If you are a teacher, then you're having access to a 403b. If you work for a city or a state, you have access to a 457. All of them are treated the exact same way in the tax code for you as an individual. These are the first place you need to put money, because it's where you can put the most money back and get a tax deduction this year. That's how you build your savings. Stop and think. Right now, they've increased it up to $20,500 a year that you could put back of your own pay, which lowered your taxable income.
And if you're close to retirement, $20,000 a year might be pretty close to what you want to be doing.
Absolutely. And they also have a catch-up provision. If you're over the age of 50, you can add an extra $6,500. That's $27,000 you could pay yourself first, lower your taxes, and build for retirement. Let's stop and think. If you did that for 10 years, that would be $200,000 to $300,000 that you've saved. Your employer is matching on top of that, so now you're definitely building a retirement savings. So the best way to do it is to keep focusing day in and day out and saving day in and day out, kind of like the golfers that we just all witnessed at the PGA. It wasn't one shot that made them win. It was a collection of shots over and over and over for 4 or 5 days that then got them to the championship.
Any last word of advice? We're close to about 30 seconds here. Any last word of encouragement to people who may be worried right now with everything costing more?
You have all the right to be worried, but the people who are worried the most are typically the ones who don't have a financial plan. It's not about the markets. It's not about the Federal Reserve. It's about your financial plan and building savings for yourself. So seek a financial advisor to help you personalize a plan for you. It's not about your neighbor and what they have. It's about what you have in savings.
All right, Ken Grant with Waterstone Private Wealth Management, we thank you for your time.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you.